Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and another In the Studio episode with me, Donnie Carr. So I'm doing some drum programming on a new tune and something came up that I thought would be interesting to share. So let's dive in. What we're going to do is look at how you can use reverb, and specifically panning reverbs, to create more depth and interest in your stereo spectrum. So what I've got here is a couple percussions and a kit going. And what we're going to look at specifically is this bongo and this other little perk here. So I'm going to mute the kick and this conga. We're going to focus on these two elements right here. So what I have going on is, let's just solo the bongo here, is this bongo is panned over to the right. And something interesting that you can do is take a reverb. So I have this going through this reverb here, and the reverb is panned opposite of the bongo. So the bongo is over on the right side and the verb is panned to the left. And what that creates is, I'm going to exaggerate this a little bit here. It almost feels like it makes it feel like the bongo is kind of flying across from the right to left, across the stereo spectrum. Because the bongo is hitting over here and then the reverb is occurring on the left side. And so what I'm using here is just a little plate from Sound Toys, and I'm doing a low cut on this to make sure I don't get too much buildup in the low end. And then I'm following that with a little modulation. So I'm just using the stock phaser, and I found a nice preset that worked well, just so there's some subtle modulation on that reverb to keep it a little bit more interesting. But that's a really cool, simple technique that you can use, and I find that it works well on percussion. And then to complement that, I wanted to have something on the other side. So I have this other little perk, and it's doing the exact opposite. It's panned to the left, and then I have a reverb, same reverb set up, that's panned to the right. And I've just used the same phaser plugin, but I used a different preset so there's a little bit of difference there. And then I did use OTT on this one just to bring up the reverb. It is a little bit quiet, so I wanted to bring up some of the low levels a little bit with this upwards and downwards compression from the OTT. So you can hear both of those kind of working together. And it just kind of creates a more interesting 3D space, and it makes, the track just feel more alive as these kind of percussions are talking to each other. So I wanted to share that with you. Now let's hear it kind of in context. I'm just gonna exaggerate this one a little bit as well. So there you go. That's just kind of what it would sound like in the context with some other elements going. But that's a fun little technique that you can try out. Try panning reverbs and delays. You can get some interesting results, and it just creates a more interesting, 3D space for the listener. So hopefully you found this useful. For those who want to dive deeper with me, check out my Patreon. Perhaps I'll see you over there. But until next time, we'll see you later. Take care.